Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. So I continue to get my mic set. The whole thing got turned, that's why it looked weird. Okay, I feel better about that. So welcome again, my name is Aaron. We are back home again to face the Pirates. How did I do the subs last time? I think I took out the apples. So let's take out the non-apples this time. There we go, something like that. If you remember, we just played in Pittsburgh. The Pirates played us very tough. They just didn't score any runs of their own during that series. So now they'll see if they can get their bats to travel. And you can see the defensive lineup that we came up with. Oh, I mentioned it in the write-up from the last game, but I should probably mention it here, as you see Graves on the mound. We do have a magic number officially. We're sitting at 20. Now, the Reds are a very good team, so they would be, at the very least, tied for any other division lead. Be leading, I think, 4 out of the 5 other divisions. Be tied with the Astros out in the AL West. So, they're not going to make this easy on us. We're going to have to win the games. But the countdown is on. Chris Duffy starts off the game by striking out. Shiloh Hu at the plate now, and he will look at a strike. A swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Ground ball to third. Sweeney to first with it. 1 away. That will bring Jack Wilson to the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits this one right up the middle. That'll be a base hit. A 2-out single. And that will bring Xavier Nady into the batter's box. Check over on first. Graves now goes home and gets a called strike on an elevated fastball. Swing and a miss on the changeup. And this into left field. That will drop in for a base hit. Back-to-back hits for the Pirates. Put runners on first and second for Johnson. He swings and misses at a fastball. Looks at a fastball for strike 2. Slider. Graves gets a glove on it. Joey has to hurry his throw. It's offline. I'm not sure it would have mattered anyway. It does get marked a hit. So bases are now loaded for Franklin Gutierrez. There are 2 outs. But Graves can't convert. That's going to fall into left field. And the Pirates will start off the inning with 2 runs. Or start off the game, I should say. So Jeff Blum to the plate now with 2 on. Still 2 outs. A high hop. Graves is going to field it himself and get it to first. That ends the inning, but the Pirates start off the game with 2 runs. Phil is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Take a look at the Pirates lineup. I do believe it is what we have been seeing. Brandon Webb on the mound today, who pitched a very good game against us. The last time he was out. He starts off this game with a bit of a wild curveball. A swing and a miss will make it 1-1. A sinker gets a swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Will this get down? I don't believe so. Who makes the grab? One away, Miyake to the plate. First pitch, called a strike on an elevated fastball. That one is too low, makes it 1-1. Swing and a miss, makes it 1-2. That sinker misses, down and away. 2-2. Fastball catches the outside corner for strike 3. Quinton at bat now, nobody on base, 2 outs. First pitch up and out. That pitch outside again, 2-0. Quinton batting left-handed, I should note, in case you're just listening. Pitch in the dirt makes it 3-0. There's a called strike. 3-1. Another called strike to fill the count with 2 outs, nobody on. Hits a ground ball back to Webb, and that will end the first inning. Pirates lead 2-0 as we move into the second, where Aviles will lead things off. Graves starts him off with a fastball that's just a bit too high. Too high again, makes it 2-0. There's a ground ball that Phil will not field. It's going to be marked down a hit. It almost looked like Phil tripped over the grass. So brings Webb to the plate. He puts down a bunt. He is tagged out by Martinez, but he does move the runner over, so he did what he was supposed to do. Pirates with another runner in scoring position. Duffy at the plate. He was the only strikeout victim the first time around the Pirates' order. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Grounds this one foul to make it 1-2. High fastball, ground to second. Throw goes to first. 2 away, runner on third. Who at the plate? Forget where he ground out to, but it was a ground out. I remember that. Has a 1-1 count. Looks like a... get my words together here. Strikes out swinging, and that will end the inning. Pirates still ahead 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the second, where Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels. First pitch to Terry is swung on and missed. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Frank to the plate. First pitch is a changeup that misses the strike zone. Swing and a miss will make it 1-1. Fouled away. It's now 1-2. Swing and a miss. That sinker working for Webb today. 2 away. Sweeney at the plate. Looks at a strike. He's been on a bit of a power surge lately. Hit a couple home runs on that road trip. Has a 1-1 count. And this one misses outside. 2-1. Here's a called strike to make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning. Pirates still up 2-0, and they will start off with Jack Wilson in the third. First pitch to Wilson is lined foul. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. A shallow fly ball into right. That'll fall in for a base hit. A leadoff single brings Xavier Nady to the plate. He also got a base hit in the first. Looks at strike 1 here. That will not get over Joey's head. He makes a good leaping catch. Wilson had to really hustle and dive back into first to avoid a double play. So 1 on, 1 out for Johnson, who looks at strike 1. This pitch misses outside. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Slider, swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. That will bring Franklin Gutierrez to the plate. I am also pretty confident he had the 2 RBI single back in the first inning to score the only runs of the game so far. This one popped up right behind the plate. Martinez makes the grab, and we will go to the bottom of the third. Pirates still lead 2-0. Squirrels will start off with Martinez. First pitch to Martinez is called a strike. Another called strike on that sinker. Hit towards second, who will pick it up and throw to first. 1 down. That'll bring Joey to the plate. He swings pretty wildly at a curveball. This one into center field, and it will get down for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Graves at the plate. He looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Oh, this looks like a double play ball. And it sure is. Mark that one down for 6-3. So the Pirates still up 2-0, and they will have Jeff Blum leading things off. Number 27, Jeff Blum. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Aviles to the plate. They're going to call it a hit. I'm still not so sure. It shouldn't be an error. But he puts the ball into shallow center. That one a clean hit. And that will bring Webb to the plate. He had a sac bunt his first time up. Looks at strike 1 here. Looks at strike 2. This one is fouled away. Comes back with the changeup that is rolled slowly down the third baseline. Sweeney able to get there in time to get the second out of the inning. It does move Aviles into second base. Chris Duffy, I believe he is 1 for 2 so far, I think. Not as sure of that as I'd like to be. Strikes out in this at-bat, and that will end the top of the fourth. Pirates still ahead 2-0. The Squirrels will start off the bottom half of their inning back at the top of their order. Squirrels did get a hit, but still going down in order thanks to the double play. Number 9, Burke popped down in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swings and misses, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away, Miyake to the plate. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. And looks at strike 1 here. 5 strikeouts for Webb the first time through the Squirrels' order. And has Miyake in an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Quinton in the box. He hit a ground ball in his first at-bat. This one towards the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. 1 on with 2 outs. Terry struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Watches that changeup bounce in. This one is low as well. Flown into center field, and that will get down for a base hit. Quinton makes his way to third. Runners on the corners for Frank. There are 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. Line drive right to, not Wilson. Who the heck's playing short? Or actually, it is Wilson again. Because Who's now at second base. Anyway, last out of the inning, we go to the fifth, 2-0 Squirrels lead. Who at the plate? And he will. I think it's a 2-0 Squirrels lead. It's a Pirates lead. Trying to go too fast. We got a 1-1 count on Who. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Fouled away. We'll try it again. Gets a swing and a miss on the curveball for strike 3. Here's Jack Wilson. He is 2 for 2 today with a pair of singles. Did come around to score the first run of the game back in the first. He is quickly down 0-2. And that one misses down and away. Called strike 3. That will bring Xavier Nady to the plate. 2 outs with nobody on. First pitch is called a strike. Another called strike makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. I will call her back in a little bit. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And Sweeney will lead things off. Pirates still up 2-0. First pitch down in the dirt. Here's a called strike. This pitch is down and away. It's 2-1. And that pitch misses low. 3-1. There's a called strike. We've got a full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Martinez to the plate. And he puts this not even to the outfield. Who makes the catch still standing on the dirt. Joey got a base hit in his first at-bat. Then hit into a, well, he didn't hit into a double play. He was on base. Hits the base hit up the middle in this at-bat. See if Graves can do any better here. As he hit into the double play. Sinker for a strike. Fastball misses low. There's a swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Sinker bounces in, so that will end the 5th inning. Pirates still ahead 2-0, and they will start off the inning with Johnson at the plate. First pitch, a slider that's too low. There's a called strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Called strike 3. Franklin Gutierrez to the plate. That slider is called a strike. That one bounces in. It's 1-1. And that pitch is a bit too high. It's 2-1. That one misses outside. 3-1. A ground ball to Joey, who will throw over for the second out of the inning. That'll bring Jeff Blum to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. Looks at a changeup on the outside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Pirates still holding on to that 2-run lead. Phil will lead things off for the Squirrels. Phil 0 for 2 today. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. This one, will it stay fair? Yes, right on the line in right field. Phil turns for second, and he makes it there with a double. A leadoff double at that brings Miyake to the plate. I don't remember getting a hit, though I'm not as sure about that. Has an 0-2 count. Looks at strike three. One down, runner still on second for Quinton. Looks at strike one. The sinker misses inside. Swings and misses, but it gets away, so that will move the runner to third. And that's not going to score Phil as he lines out to short. Two down, Terry at the plate. Runner on third. First pitch is down and away. So misses, or does not miss actually. It was called a strike. Thought it might have been high. Swings and misses there. Makes it 1-2. Called strike three. That will end the inning. We go into the seventh. Pirates still leading 2-0. And they will start off with Aviles at the plate. Graves has not pitched badly, but unfortunately no offensive support today. Send Jones in here to pitch. He might get 2 innings, depending on what the batting order does. All right, Aviles is 2 for 2. Jones starts him off with a 2-seamer for a strike. Swings and misses at a breaking ball. Hits this one to short. Joey gets it on the fly. One down, Webb at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Got a sac bunt in his first plate appearance. Grounds back to Jones, and that will be the first out of the inning. Chris Duffy at the plate. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. All right, this 7th inning stretch time. Frank will lead off on the other side. Pirates still leading 2-0. All right, Frank is 0 for 2 today. Webb still on the mound. Starts off with the sinker for a called strike. He's got 10 strikeouts so far today. Has Frank at an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down, Sweeney at the plate has struck out in both at-bats. Pops this one up, Aviles going back, and he will make the grab. Martinez is 0 for 2. That pitch missed inside. This one is over the plate, 1-1. Grounds this one to, well, who did? I think that probably should have been Johnson's ball, but who's the one that picks it up and gets it to first? And that will end the inning. It's a 2-0 Squirrels or Pirates lead as we go into the 8th. Who will lead things off? Jones will stay out there for another inning. First pitch is popped up. Martinez makes the grab. One pitch, one out. That'll bring Jack Wilson to the plate. He is 2 for 3 with a strikeout. First pitch misses. Second pitch is over the plate. Fouled away. Hit right behind the plate, and Martinez makes the grab. Two down. Xavier Nady is 1 for 3 so far. First pitch is outside. Breaking ball gets a swing and a miss. This one is too low. Pops this one up. Martinez waiting for it, and that will end the top of the inning. Still 2-0 Pirates. Joey is going to lead things off, and then we'll get a pinch hitter. Joey is 2 for 2, a couple singles up the middle as he watches the first pitch for a ball. Swings and misses at a fastball. Swings and misses again. That's 1-2. Called strike 3. All right, we will pinch hit here. Let Tom come in. First pitch is called a strike. This is fouled away over by the first base coach. 0-2. This will hook foul. We'll try again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Phil got a base hit, a double actually in his last at bat. Bounces this one. Blum ends up fielding it, and he's got plenty of time, and that will end the 8th inning. We go into the 9th. Pirates leading 2-0. Johnson will lead things off. He will do so. Zap's pretty much gassed. Let's go with Johnston. Johnson is... We got Johnston versus Johnson. And now I think he's 2 for 3. I've already forgotten what his little flag thing said. He has a 1-1 count in this at bat. This one's too low. 2-2. 2-1 rather. Ground ball to third. Sweeney handles that. 1 away. That'll bring Franklin Gutierrez to the plate. This is just foul. Almost hits the third base bag. Called strike. Makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jeff Blum is 0 for 3 with a couple strikeouts as he watches that pitch stay high. That one is a bit outside. Misses again. It's 3-0. There's a called strike. And that's going to be a walk. Pirates with the base runner. Aviles at the plate is 2 for 3 so far. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one to first. Terry will step on the bag, and that will end the 3rd inning. We'll see if the Squirrels can score 2. Miyake will lead things off in the inning. First pitch still from Webb is swung on and missed. This one is a bit low. 1-1. Bounces in a sinker, makes it 2-1. Bounces in another one. It's 3-1. That's a walk. None of those pitches were particularly convincing. Brings Quinton to the plate. He is 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. Makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. One down. Terry at the plate. Looks at strike one. Fouls this pitch away. That'll make it 0-2. Called strike three. Squirrels down to their last out. It is in the form of Frank so far. First pitch is called a strike. Ooh. Miyake nearly thrown out at second, but he does steal the base. Frank swings and misses, gives him an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike three. The Pirates take this game 1. Your final score today, Pittsburgh Pirates 2, Indianapolis Squirrels 0. Feels very reminiscent of what happened in Pittsburgh for all 3 games. All right, Webb and Gutierrez will share your player of the game honors. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got the Pirates again tomorrow. We will see you then.